Welcome, everybody. Today we are playing Superman from Taito, 1988. The best Superman game ever made. And this was one that was there in Aladdin's castle with the row Superman, Bad Dudes, and RoboCop. Just go between those three machines. It's good times. This is kind of a cool thing because it is a two-player game. You know, like two Supermans flying around, and they took that, so it was like from the Silver Age Red and Blue Superman story where he was like trying to get high off a different kryptonite and ended up making a second version of him or something. But then originally it was going to be Superman and Captain Marvel. And so they already had like the red model around. But yeah, the DC was like, no. I think Taito might have thought that it would be kind of a bad idea to also kind of dilute it, you know, just having Superman as, you know, the protagonist would be better. So let 5 levels. Let's dive in. Pretty cool animation. You got the power-up punch. You can't move while you're charged. I'm the best artist. But yeah, the idea is you're fighting to save the planet from a alien named Emperor Zos. And Emperor Zos does not exist in the DC Comics continuity. He was made up for this game. He looks like Brainiac. I don't know why they didn't just use him, but I mean, it kind of works. But yeah, this was one that I was really skeptical of. It was really the look of it that drew me in. I loved the way the game looked. I fucked up bad. And the fact that you can actually fly around instead of just having to walk. No, you can just go up. You gotta deal with those guys, but yeah, it was always interesting that they went with the completely unknown. You know, we got our first mini boss that just killed us because I fucked up. It's fine. We travel around the country. A pretty big. God. Wow. First boss. Going to kill us. Can't believe I fucked that up so bad. Oh man, not a great start to the game. It's actually like it's pretty easier. I am playing pretty poorly. Yeah, so there's a 2-button game, and you have like your punch button. Again, if you hold it down, you get a charge up. But what's cool is here in the flying stages, if you use the kick button, you get to just send out your heat vision. And you can actually hold the charged punch and move, which is nice. Yeah, pretty repetitive gameplay. As in all the stages follow that same pattern. Go through the streets, fly up, have a fight, do a shooter stage, then the boss fight against the same guys basically, but you get some spider guys. But here we are in Las Vegas now. Those guys. Wait, oh. Oh, come on. I like the graphics when anybody dies, that the wire outline. I think it looks cool. You know, like the hard part of doing a Superman game is, oh yeah, and then if you stay in one place too long, the meteors start coming. These guys will fuck you up. Man, taking my time. And the game punishes you big time for that. No timer on the stages, but they'll get you with those meteors. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those things with, like, how do you make a Superman game? Because he's a god, essentially, you know? Like, these guys, they're not gonna fuck him up. And this was, this was 1988. There wasn't a doomsday, that unless you had, like, kryptonite, you weren't really gonna do much against Superman. Alright, so we're underground. But where are these meteors coming from? Shit. Mini game of asteroids. With the chunky ones. This stage is really, it's those little missiles that you have to watch out for. They pack a pretty big punch. But yeah, so I mean, actually being able to pull off a Superman game, even as basic and as repetitive as this is, yeah, it's still pretty fun. And you get to fly around, you get to use the heat vision, and you just beat people up. And I like thinking, like, Superman just decided, you know what? I think I'll check Fremont Street out to see if this Emperor Zaz is there. I'll go check in the Paradise Strip Club. I hear it has a really good buffet, and see if maybe Zaz is there in the champagne room. So he just decides to go to Vegas. Why not? Don't tell Lois. Fuck your fire hydrants. Yeah, it's always when it's time to record, I play the shittiest, it seems like. God damn. Go to the casino. I think, like, if you're gonna do a Superman game, like, a cool way to do it would be to have him, like, rescuing people, you know? Like, just doing Superman. Where it's like, you're not really fighting the bad guys, you're not really facing, like, a threat. Like, you can't get killed. You know? Like that. You know, it's basically, you're not doing a good enough job of, like, rescuing people from a crisis or whatever, and that's what ends the game. I think, you know, I was looking for it because I could swear that there was, like, a prototype game or something, like, way back, like, in the early 80s. That I forget if it was going to be an arcade game or, like, for Atari. That was proposed where it was like, okay, you were Superman and you had to, like, save people with a bridge collapsing or something. And that sounded like a perfect idea for a Superman game. And I would still really like to see something like that instead of something like this. You know, where it's kind of okay. And I don't mean N64. You can't fly through enough rings, so the game is over. Whatever that bullshit was all about. Never played it. Never will. Part of me is curious just because I hear it's so bad. But the same, like, I only want to play bad games from, like, the pre-64-bit era. maybe ones on, like, the Saturn. Like, because that's a little different because there might still be some redeeming qualities there. I don't know. But otherwise, it's like, oh, ugly, clunky 3D controls, no thanks. There's stuff from like this era. There can still be some magic to it, you know? When it's a bad game. This is kind of a bad game. I love it. It's fun. I honestly do. I unironically think it is the best Superman game ever made. It's got the iconic Superman theme. Yeah, fucking kick you, asshole. Get kind of sick of hearing it, but you know, at least it's the actual music, motion picture. Oh, I'm having so much trouble crouching. Green Goblin. God, what the hell's he doing to Superman? Oh man, Norman Osborn. I don't like you that way. So that guy just goes flying off. Superman's at the White House. And like, oh, there's a couple of bad dudes that are taking care of that whole ninja thing, so I think it's okay. Oh, come on. Oops. I don't remember that guy. I do not remember the Green Goblin being in this game, getting all grabby, wanting to get a little froggy. Hey, remember me? I'm the mini boss from stage 1, but now I'm wearing an elephant mask. All right. Really glad they made it a short game, though. You wouldn't want a lot of this. You know, it'll take like about half an hour, 20 minutes to get through. You know, probably more on like the, you know, 30, 35 minute side for me, but yes. Have any of you guys ever gone to visit DC? There's so much cool stuff there. Like, yeah, it's a fucking crime-ridden town, you know. It's just a city full of criminals because of all the politicians there. But, you know, other than that, nice stuff. Like, Cool museums, sights to see, a lot of history. I dig it. Ben's Chili Bowl is an awesome place to eat there. I love it. But the one thing I've never seen there has been Mount Rushmore. I've been to the one in South Dakota, but never the one in DC. I mean, it makes sense why I think, somebody would think that Mount Rushmore would be in DC because presidents, all that good stuff, but the fact that nobody caught it. But I mean, especially back then, I don't think they really cared enough to check. This is just an... I don't remember those weird mines. Those things. Alright, don't touch them. Really hard to see the little bullets on that background. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go with the tried and true, blast them with my heat vision. Even notice how bad those things are sapping my life. For those of you wondering, no, I'm not very good at bullet hell shooters either. Yeah. I got sock full quarters, fuck you. round 5. The Easter Bunny, what the? Oh, that guy with the gun, he's one of the mailaways that you could get like a personalized G.I. Joe of yourself. You look just like that guy. God, that guy... Stop humping my leg. God, what is with these aliens? They want to see just how hard the Man of Steel is, I guess. Sorry. I mean, they will really knock you around when they... Yeah. I want to see what this one... She's just kicking you. Like, oh yeah, let's put some broad in a skin tight bunny outfit. Have her fly around and kick Superman. Why not? Quit humping my leg. God, what is going? Ah, really? Supergirl? What the hell? I don't remember them either. Yeah, I thought it was cool that they did the whole Superman red and blue thing, and I think like having him. Yeah, I mean, even though there is absolutely nothing that explains that in the game, you don't get a whole lot of story. Like, there's not even shit in the attract mode. You just see that guy that looks like that evil monkey from Powerpuff Girls. But that explains like a depowered Superman in this anyway, and opens the door for two players. So that's cool. All right. I think like in this state, it's probably best to just hold down the heat vision. The blue ones give you health. The yellow ones let you fire a charge shot without charging. And I guess the red ones, which I have missed, will destroy the enemies on the screen. Oh man. See, there he is. He looks like Brainiac. Maybe you just use Brainiac. These guys are a lot tougher than the other ones that we've seen of them. We're gonna want to. I can't completely remember. I think it's like take one out and then go after Zaz and start kicking him in the head. Because those guys will keep coming back. Like, there's always going to be two. And they'll just do that to you and fuck you up all day. Hey man, pretty satisfying kicking him in the head. No time for rest until evil ceases to exist on Earth. Earth will need them sometime in the future. Met with mixed reception from reviewers since its release. And yeah, it's definitely a mixed bag. A Superman game is a tall order. That's going to be difficult to do and do it right. I still like the idea of the having him rescue people, and that's kind of what you're judged on versus like the get into it. But the downside of that is if you're playing a Superman game, you want to do what this does. You just want to go around and pummel the bad guys, right? And you get to do that with this. So it's fun. Graphics don't completely hold up, but you know, for the time, I thought they were really good. I mean, it was better than I would expect from a game like this. But yeah, short and sweet. And that's been Superman, the arcade game, the best Superman game there's ever been. And I think that is a record it will continue to hold until somebody does the idea of him actually being indestructible and just having to save people from things and capture the bad guys. And having that like kind of on a timer. I think that would be a great Superman game. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and be sure to check out the description. I have merch for sale now. YouTube let me have a little store on my channel, so that's super cool. And I hope there's some stuff on there you guys like, especially if you love and miss the old days of arcades. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and take care.